Hello, and welcome back to Nick's Hobbies and Interests. Now, this came as a surprise because I had no email about this one, so everything you're seeing is from the website directly. Displate have a new limited edition stand with Ukraine. Now, I went on the website originally to buy the Geralt Witcher the Wolf Displate to review next week. But when I saw this, I thought, well, it's only going to be one. I can't get both. So I went with this one. I knew that I would actually keep this in my collection. Of course, it will get reviewed when it arrives next week. Bear in mind, it's been ordered Friday, and usually they arrive Tuesday because I order them a week before. So this might arrive Friday next week. But either way, when it gets here, I'll review it immediately. Now, let's actually talk about this Displate, shall we? We'll start at the top. There's a more accurate term, but the fan around her head over on the left shoulder is what appears to be a possible shotgun. That's obviously in a more holstered position. At the bottom of the shotgun, you have the colours of the Ukrainian flag, sort of drifting away in the wind there. Ukrainian woman, of course, flowers on top. You've got a bloody face by the appearance with some blood speckles, some blood feature around the nose and chin there that I can see. She's also wearing Ukrainian body armour and armed with an assault rifle with a grenade launcher attachment on the bottom. If you take a look at the bottom right corner, there is a smoke feature that's rising from the bottom of the display coming up. We have a gathering of sunflowers all around the bottom edge of the display itself. And then again, those colours of the Ukrainian flag are back with the yellow and blue. Now, naturally, this is a limited edition. It comes with all the special features, 3D printing, gloss effect. Let's talk about them. As you can see on screen now, I will read through them. It is 3D printed as normal. We're talking hair and clothing. We have a custom textures on the rifle. I assume that is more the assault rifle with the grenade launcher attachment, not the one that's over her arm or shoulder. You then have glossy details on the blood stains. So as I was saying, the blood on the face, I imagine that would also have the gloss textures. It then is also listed as textured features with the rain in the background, as you can see behind her. I imagine that is some sort of finish, and it will also be slightly ridged, so 3D printed, but also have a shiny reflective finish to it. That's what I can imagine. Very quickly with this close-up, it's hard to say what's bloodstains on her shirt maybe and what's just the pattern and design. Originally when I first saw her, I thought she was wearing like a flowery shirt, but I'm not sure now. There's some bits and shades of red that look darker and which could be stains of blood like it states with the glossy effect. And then again, glossy textures on the sunflowers that lay at the bottom of the display underneath what I was saying earlier about the Ukrainian colours of the flag, yellow and blue. And then of course the smoke also rising between and in front of the flowers. Now, bringing this video to an end, I'm going to just say it isn't a promotional video. It is just something I've picked up personally. I saw it. It's limited numbers made. All the money from these displates are going towards the cause, the Ukrainian cause. Their fight basically. Whether it's, I don't know if it's just financial aid, medically, for weapons. I'm not sure where the money actually goes. But that's the cause, and I'm guessing the reason why this limited edition has came out separate from their weekly limited edition. Now, normally in the past I get emails, every Tuesday from me, every Tuesday night. The limited edition will get announced and I'll get an email to say, hey, look, it's here, and this is what it is. And from that I make my preview videos. It was only this time round I actually went onto the website myself to buy the Witcher, the Wolf, limited edition. I went actually to buy that to review it next week, and when I was on their homepage, this just flagged up and said, hey look, limited edition, stand with Ukraine. And I just looked at it just the once and I was like, you know what, I want this in my collection, not just to review, but I actually want it. I liked this woman in body armour holding the assault rifle, sunflowers at the bottom. I'm not too fussed about it personally with the Ukrainian flag, etc. But just the idea of this woman holding this assault rifle, body armor, rain, it really gives a nice, well, I say nice, it's a violent, don't get me wrong, but I really liked it. I like the look of it. It really fits really into my collection anyway. Don't get me wrong, you know, I don't like to think I'm a violent person, but when you do look at everything I've got, whether it's Fallout, you know, that's post-apocalyptic, Cyberpunk is violent, I've got, you know, Last of Us, you know, everything around me is quite sort of violent, you know, it's action packed, you know, you've got all sorts of stuff in my collection where they're holding a firearm of some kind, you know. They say Star Wars isn't violent, and yet limbs are getting chopped off with lightsabers. You get, you know, they've got guns. They might not be considered guns, they're blasters, but you know, it. When I looked at it, when I saw this piece of artwork by Displate, I just thought, yeah, I know which one I'd rather have out of this Stand by Ukraine or The Witcher. To pick one for this week for me to purchase, I went with Stand with the Ukraine. So hopefully it arrives next week. I would have my fingers crossed, hopefully earlier, but worst case scenario, it's going to arrive Friday, isn't it? Well, worst case scenario, it doesn't arrive at all. But yeah, hopefully it arrives Friday then, and I get to review it in hand. It will go in the light box, which is actually set up. I'm going to review pop vinyl, and I'm also, because I've been fiddling around with my display, I'm actually going to show you some new poses that I've set my statues and figures up in. I'll be putting them in the light box, so it'll be a small video. It'll just be a posing video, really, just to show you what I've been up to. You know, a bit of fun. I was tempted to put all my statues and figures in the video, like just in the light box all together, like a you know, Avengers or Justice League kind of thing. So I might do that. But anyway, this is it. You know, that's my plans for the rest of the day. Anyway, a pop vinyl review and a bonus video with some posing. So yeah, let me know in the comments below what you think of the Stand by Ukraine display. It came as a surprise to me. It's not the first time they've dropped a special limited edition, but this one definitely caught me by surprise. I wasn't expecting it. Yeah, let me know if you're going to get it. I will give you my opinion when it arrives in hand. Ask away any questions, whether it's about the collection, artwork. Let me know what maybe your next display is, whether it's a limited edition, standard. It can happily be standard, by the way. I might cover limited edition, but it's just like, well, earlier in the week I picked up some standard ones. I've got one at hand because she hasn't got a home yet. But, you know, if you didn't see the video, I've got the Cyberpunk Judy. That arrived earlier this week. And it has a frame around it, sure. That is an additional extra. But it is still a standard display. It's not a limited edition. So, yeah, whatever you're getting, it doesn't have to be what I've got or have, you know, any real, you know, value to it, let's say. If it is just a standard display, yeah, still fire away in the comments and let me know what you're getting. I'm always interested to hear, and that's why I make these videos, really, is to build a community of people that just want to talk about artwork or, you know, what they're fans of, really, whether it's pop vinyls and Star Wars or whether it's artwork, Marvel, DC. I'm all for having a good chat about it, whether it is TV, video games, music. Not so much music, don't get me wrong, we all listen to music, but it isn't a music channel. But yeah, like I say, it's in the comment section. Like I mostly reply. I think mostly. Maybe I missed a couple back in the old days before I was really getting to terms with it all. But yeah, I normally always reply to comments, if not just a little like on them. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, like, share, subscribe, ring the bell if you wish. I can't say I ever click the bell icon, but yeah, if you wish, click that bell icon. And as always, guys, take care.